Katie Stewart, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm good. My apologies for the delay. Just finished my previous interview just moments ago.
Oh, no problem.
So, I've been a fan of yours for quite some time. As an actress, I've heard of you through other local actress with the likes of Awani Jonah, with Miss Ash Parker, who you were just hanging out with last night. Uh,
Yes, Ash is my girl.
Shout out to Miss Parker. She's doing her thing. And I know you got a lot going on with you right now. You got movies and things like that. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. Um,
Okay.
you got this movie, um, The Wicked One, I believe it's called.
Yes.
And it's available um by the end of the month, I believe. Talk about this movie and the role that you play in it.
It comes out on release on April 23rd. It'll be available. It's available for now through like Walmart, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, places like that. But it'll be available nationwide on stores April 23rd. It's basically it's a new round of serial killer. It's a new face to horror. It's basically about a man who, or a guy, a kid who's crazy and for some reason ends up killing his family, and it comes to find out a entity that has embodied um, and his family's farm. And so he gets locked away for the murder, and then he ends up escaping and goes after a new group who now take residence on his old property. So it's a cat and mouse type of psychological thriller that was extremely rewarding and fun to be a part of.
Alright, so the name of the movie is called The Wicked One. It's gonna be
Hmm.
available on Amazon. It's also gonna be available on Walmart as well. Um,
And
so
it's at like Barnes and Noble and different any place. It's also going to be on video on demand, and it's like Netflix or Hulu, things like that. We're not sure yet. In all honesty, we don't yet anyway. Uh, but it is a possibility. Netflix and Redbox and places like that will have it. That's always a possibility. But as far as right now, we don't know about those yet.
cool, cool. So The Wicked One, everyone be on the lookout for it by the next week or so. Now, for you,
Yes.
what made you decide to become an actress? How did it start it off for you?
Um, I just, I don't know. I remember as a child, I used to walk around and impersonate commercials. Like especially like the old shake and bake commercial. I don't know if you remember that one, but I used to stand in the mirror and I'd be like, "It's shake and bake," and I helped. And I used to do all kinds of things like that. And I just remember thinking that how cool would it be able to step out of your reality and into someone else's reality, to be able to embody that person and make that character your own. And it was just something that I always strived toward. I always thought that it would be fun to be able to basically pretend your whole life. Um, so that's what I did. And I, as a child, I was in like obviously in plays and stuff, and then in high school, I did some plays and some theater, and then some local theater. I ended up getting my. I was an extra in a few things, and I got a couple small roles in a few things, and then ended up getting the lead role in a film back to called Intrusion, which was my first lead. Uh, then I was like, that's what I want to do. Like that's all that I want to be. I want to be able to take a character that somebody has written and give them a true background and really make them my own character to life. So that's really all there was to it, and it's fun. It's fun. So that's always too.
So who do you consider like influences in your acting career? Those that has inspired you into becoming an actress?
I think a lot of people everybody has a memory. As far as like big actresses, I would have to say like I've always loved Sandra Bullock and Julia Roberts and people like that. Locally, um, everybody that I'm around, everybody has their own way of doing things, and you can learn from watching other people. So I've been inspired by a lot of different people, not only in front of the camera but behind the camera as well.
So, being an actress, um, every now and then you have, challenges. Wow, call crank for the second time.
I'm
uh,
sorry, I'm in a parking lot, so
nah, you're
I
good.
apologize.
Yeah,
Sorry about that. I'm
no,
kind of
no.
walking around in a parking lot. There's like different cars starting here and there.
Well,
Sorry.
somebody must be going out to party tonight for all I know. I mean, it is a Saturday after all, but it's all good.
No,
Um,
I actually just had dinner, so I'm not
oh,
sorry. I just am in the parking lot at the moment.
oh, okay, okay. So, uh, as far as acting, like,
Mhm.
do you take a look at see what type of roles fit you, come to you, what's the process like when you are looking for roles that you think you can portray as?
There's a little bit of both. A lot of people that, I get a lot of emails and messages about people wanting me to do their scripts or read their scripts and be a part of something. But I also go hunting for stuff on my own. So it's on both. As far as different roles, to look for the most is something that what's going to allow me to shine, what's going to allow me to portray. I love horror. I've been in more horror films than anything else, but I'm really good at drama. I'd love to do a comedy. There's a lot that I want to do, but mainly the actual role, I want to be able to really bring a character and really be able to portray what somebody has written. So as far as roles go, I look at that is challenging, something that may be new, or something that I could just really shine at. But it all depends. I mean, I get some of the scripts I get, I'm not interested in, not because I don't necessarily like the character they want me for or the story, but story is background too. That's another thing. Like story is so important. If the story is not good, it's going to be really hard to shine, to really do something good and bring to life what somebody has written if the story is not quite there. Um, so ones that I get are kind of touch and go. As far as ones that I go looking for, I look for ones that ones that I think that I could really, whether it's a different genre that I would like to try, that I would find challenging. I always in what I do. So if it's a role that I think, oh, I haven't done this before, but I could do it, it'd be something different, then I'll go for it. And a few times I've been able to luck out and get those parts.
I definitely can respect that. Considering many times it feels like actors and actresses that try to do anything, but they won't look at the script beforehand. And then when it's time to do the film, they'd be like, "Oh, what did I get myself into?" So
Yes, that's a big problem. I always like to I always ask for
I
I
like
always
that.
ask for the script first, and I want to read it and not. I want to make sure that I can really do justice to whatever the character is that they want me for, but I also want to make sure that I'm not getting into something that I'm not going to be comfortable with, because there are certain things that I don't do. I do a lot of horror films, and you think, oh, she does horror films, she probably gets naked, or she probably doesn't do that stuff. So there are a lot of, I want to be able to read the script and know exactly what's in the script. And not just that, I mean, if it's, you know, a horror film which may have a good story but has a ton of like way unneeded, um, uh, what's the word? Sorry, I'm at a loss. Way too much unneeded sexuality or too much unneeded language, then I might try to tone some of it down a little bit or just pass on it altogether because some of that's not good too.
I got you. I got you. You know, that's understandable, especially for women, because it feels they under a microscope and they're always looking for something or whatever. Uh,
Yeah.
and you know, as for horror, since that's something that if you become known for, what's the one? Is there anything in particular that you like about horror more than the other genres?
Well, I've always loved horror films, even as a kid. I can remember being 5, 6, 7, Halloween and Texas Chainsaw and all those movies. I've always been, I don't know what it is. I've always been on the darker side, I guess. But as far as a character, I think that personally, and from what I've been told from other people, I think that I do drama the best. So, and by drama, I don't mean like running through the woods in heels and you fall and you're like, oh, I fell, I can't get up now, and there's a killer chasing me. But by drama, like really portraying the psychological toll that horror films and killers and stuff like that can have on you. I like being able to portray that. So I guess it's just the dark, scary side of horror films that draws me to them the most. But it's also one of those things that as being an actress, if you do, it's kind of like, take Amy Schwimmer, for example. She started out in comedy. She's pretty much always going to be in comedy. Because you see her doing a horror film, she could put, it's that type of thing. When you start off doing a certain genre, and that's what people start to see you as, that's kind of what you get tossed into the most. So I've done more horror than I started out in it, but I also do have a secret love of horror films. So
You know, I grew up watching Jason
yes,
and Freddy. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, and there may be some parts of it that gets me traumatized a little bit, but I don't know. I'm more of an action comedy type of dude. Every now and then I'll slide in some horror from time to time, especially on the local side of things. Before I let you go, Katie, why don't you go ahead, promote your social media links, Twitter, Facebook, where people get in touch with you.
okay. On Facebook, I have a fan page, which is this Katie Stewart actress fan page. If you type in Katie Stewart, it'll pop up either my regular page or my fan page, either one. I also have Instagram, which is Katie Stewart 153. Twitter, which is Katie Stewart 153. Keep a lookout for The Wicked One, which is by far one of the top films I've ever been able to be a part of, and I'm extremely excited for. It hits shelves on April 23rd. You can buy it now on Walmart, Amazon. Amazon has special features that you won't find other places, so get it from Amazon and a few other places. Also, this summer, we are filming a new project called Rape, Saga of a Lion Heart. It's kind of medieval type action series that we're filming the pilot for. That will be out locally by fall, I believe. I don't have a date on that, but you can find the Raiden Valkyrie page on Facebook, so go like it. And which is Stewart 2 on IMDb, and look at different stuff. Things I've done, a lot of things I've done have been are out for sale. loss prevention. Actually, or that also comes out this. Not sure any details on that yet, but it is completed and should be out this summer. And that's about it, really. So just keep a
I'll definitely will for sure. Thank you so much for being on the show this evening. And there's a convention coming up called Scarefest, and you were there
Uh-huh.
just last year. Do you be there this year by any chance?
Yes, I will be. I
Uh,
will be at Scarefest. I'll also be at Fandom Fest, Fright Night, all three this year.
I'm glad you brought up Fandom Fest in particular because that looks like something I might find myself going to. It will probably be the first convention outside of Lexington that I'm going to. I'm thinking about it. I'm not confirmed yet, but it's something that I might want to consider going. And if I don't see you then, I'll see you at Scarefest.
Yes, and if you do come to Fandom Fest, you definitely should because it's a whole other world. You will love it. So if you consider going to anything outside of like, make it that one. You'll love it.
I'll definitely keep that. Have a great night. Have a great weekend.
All right. Thank you too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. That was Katie Stewart joining me on the show.